Hello, everybody. My name is Roberta Robbins, and welcome to the space and a place that you have found yourself for this video. I thought I'd drop in, say hi. I do this every once in a while. This will be posted. Obviously, you can find this on my YouTube channel or through my other social media links. But why I want to connect in today is to talk about the shaman archetype, the medicine woman archetype, the sage, the crone medicine, all of this kind of essence that weaves through the shaman and what weaves around it and has a very similar energetics. The healer, the village witch, the hedge witch. There's so many different names. But why I want to connect about this is, and I think I have done other videos about this, is one, to let you know about a bit of my journey as a shamanic practitioner, how I walk with that essence, that medicine, and feel the archetype of the shaman, the shamana, the medicine woman, the healer, and why I want to share that with you. First of all, why I want to share it with you is because I have a program coming up, and I've done this program for many, many years. This is a foundational training. And I thought, some people need to understand kind of my connection. They want to know why I'm teaching this. Where's my path with this? And that's an important question when we are thinking about doing a program of teaching or to work with somebody. We want to understand their medicine, their walk with it. So there's this reason of sharing my walk with the shaman, with the medicine woman. And to invite you that if you have questions or would love some clarity around this kind of archetype, that I invite you to reach out to me. I invite you to leave comments below and wherever you're finding this video. And so let's start with this archetype of the shaman and why it's connected to me, or why I feel like I walk with this medicine, why it calls to me, why that wise woman crone medicine is part of my journey, part of my makeup, of how I teach, how I walk, how I live my life. And so I do believe that we all have various medicines, various archetypes, medicines, right, that we walk with. Now, when it comes to the title, that heavy, big, powerful essence of the shaman. Now, I meet people that don't even know. They're like, I've never heard the word shaman, which so surprises me when they say that to me. I'm like, really? No. I'm like, you've definitely heard the word shaman. But there is so much that goes actually around that title. And I think we have to look at where the essence coming from and who the person is that's maybe working with the medicine of the shaman. So with me, I have certain people that will refer to me as a shaman. I do not refer to myself as a shaman. I'm a practitioner of shamanic studies. I've done various trainings for various years. So I think I started my path in my 20s, probably close to 2 decades ago now. And I have sat within various cultures to understand the shaman, the medicine woman, the medicine man, that healer, the village healer, all the different essence that go with that archetype. I have also done studies for a modern day cross-cultural shamanism and understanding the core essence that's there through various cultures. I have done various teachings when it comes to like when I've been in Peru and learning their culture and various medicine and working with medicine women and medicine men and understanding and viewing from their lens. I've also done personally within my own history with my Métis background, with my father's side, with friends and the First Nations here in Canada. And I've learned different things walking, being apart, learning different cultures, different traditions through different cultures and lines. And, I've always said, like, why did I get called to feel that connection to want to work within those? Like, what was calling to me? Like I said, I felt it in my 20s. And it's the connection to coming back to source, coming back to ourselves, coming back to nature, working with spirits, working with the animals. There is this natural medicine that's there for me to want to understand that and understand the natural rhythms and cycles. And then when I think of the natural rhythms and cycles and how we listen to Mother Earth, how we listen to wherever we are from in the world, there is these cycles within the year. And that also had a beautiful connection that I was already on a path of working with the natural cycles, the sacred rhythms, the wheel of the year, and that how there's this woven thread that goes through this medicine, this archetype. And as someone that always has felt like someone walks with crone medicine, even from a young age, and I would always say, being a Capricorn, being right around that solstice energy coming in that winter and the crone, and always being very connected to like Samhain of the year, and the medicine going within. It all has a thread for me. There is a thread. And when I teach, I share about this thread. I share about my experiences around the world that I have gone and talk to what we would consider shamans, and that most of them don't consider themselves and give themselves the title shaman, that they are the healer, the medicine man, the medicine woman. And how sometimes we give these titles for understanding and for status of things. And I like to break down when I teach and talk about this, the honoring, the respect, understanding what that is. Is it an archetype? Are you wanting to claim it as a title, as being a shaman? Why that is? All these different things. So when I teach about this, I go through that. Now, so it's been a journey. I think this is a medicine walk, a path, and I think we all have different paths and different archetypes. And sometimes we have a few archetypes that we work with. And I know this is a really strong one for me. So when it comes to teaching and holding spaces for workshops and various things, which I've done, I think I've started probably about 15 years ago was when I first started doing workshops and journeys for people to work with power animals, the spirit animals. And then, of course, I was going through my own training and getting deeper understanding of the essence and medicine of all that. So one of my main thing that I teach is that the intro into uncovering what this archetype of the shaman is, looking at modern day shamanism, why we're feeling a rise within it, looking at cross-cultural views and opinions and traditions and all the things, but also there's a core teachings and tools that we see across it all, which one being journeying. And I teach that a lot and have for quite a few years. And that is part of the entry point. It's talking about why you're called here, what the shaman is, what that medicine is within you, finding a home, finding a place, and then understanding these realms, these three worlds, these three realms that the shaman archetype and a shaman, wherever you want to view that from, works with. They work with the lower world, the upper world, and the middle world. And there is a shamanic journeying method, modality, technique to go and do that type of work. And in those realms, this is where you meet and you remember, reclaim, or retrieve power animals, spirit guides. You understand the difference within working with those that have passed on, those just through the veil, to those that have fully return to source, their source light, without the baggage and the trauma of this world. We work with other guides, whether animal, nature, we learn how to work with nature spirits, and the different realms and vibrations within what we would consider the upper world and the upper realms. And talking about our life guide that comes here with us, just like our power animal. And so I love teaching all about these worlds, how to properly and safely and effectively like journey, and looking at, because there's sometimes worries and fears and confusion of it all, like what's a power animal versus a totem, to the spirit animal, to the messenger animal, to these different higher guides and the different realms and different things. And then these worlds. What are these worlds? And then the divining, the divination, and trusting stuff. So it leads, oh, I love it, because it leads to us empowering ourselves, remembering, reclaiming. It helps us dive in to know our soul language, is what I call it, the soul language, our clairs, understanding our clairs, how we're receiving, how we're communicating, all those things, and how we are divining, how we are supporting ourselves, our family, our friends, our community, the collective, and beyond. And that really these realms, these worlds, are portals and pathways to the cosmic source of all, and that there's so many pathways and so many worlds, and it opens the door. And this is always the beginning. This is the beginning stage. And even that, you can probably hear it. There's a lot. And this is what I call like the foundation, the intro. And I do have a program that's coming out for the intro foundations starting the week of July 10th. I'm going to put that link in there if you want to go look at it more and check it out. And we have certain teachings, gatherings together, plus there is applied. You are going to be working and journeying and doing certain things. So this is to get you connected and feeling these methodologies, these tools, these teachings, and how they're resonating within you, and how you may want to be working with them for yourself, but also maybe for your clients in your community. Beyond when we come into this intro and the foundations, we have other things like, learning how to really work within the empowerment, working with our guides more deeply. We look at shamanic, spiritual extractions. We look at soul retrieval. We look at working with those that pass on for healing or in transition, the psychopomp work, divination, nature spirits, working with plants and medicines and what we need, opening up those cosmic bridges to support and healing that we do have access to help us in this earthly realm. It opens the pathway to more of the teachings. And so I wanted to just share, like, that was part of my journey, and, of how I've come across and the teachings and various things that I've done over the years, and why I enjoy offering this teaching, this opening. So if this is kind of, you're like, oh, Robert, I want to learn a little bit more, check out the link that I've posted into the description. I'll pop it into comments box wherever I post this in social media. And if you have questions, like, reach out to me. This is just, it's powerful. It's not just, it is powerful tools and understanding that we can put into our medicine basket that can enrich and help us and heal ourselves, and help enrich and help guide and support and heal those around us, and those even beyond the veil, and those within the collective. So many different things. So yeah, reach out to me if you have some questions. We're going to be opening the doors again this fall of 2022 to the sacred medicine path. And this is the evolution. We've all been through stuff. We all go through evolution. And I ran this program for 3 years. And what I've learned in the last couple of years, how components of the foundations, because it was foundations, are so needed. Even those of us that have walked a certain path, they are things that we need to always come back to, or sometimes they're missing pieces. So the sacred medicine path is going to be opening up again, along with the evolution, the part that has been being called to birth for a few years, which is that cosmic weaver, the wisdom weaver, and how we're bridging that into what is our wisdom weaver within us. How are we the weavers of the earthly realm and the cosmic realm and our soul realm, and how it's all connected, and us blossoming and get more empowered and more of that remembering of the medicine we are. We have it, it's in us. How we connect more strongly and more with divineness and awareness, conscious awareness of those parts of us that help us feel more grounded, even though we're being asked at times to unground and unhook in these day and age, but grounded within our souls and grounded in knowing who we are. And also that opening up that channel that we are so much more than this 3D earthly realm that we're walking. And it's also going to be, this program is, we're seeing different things, we're understanding, we're feeling frequencies different, we are being given more power, awareness and responsibility to things. So sometimes we need the support and guidance to help us through that. So when the portal opens again for this in the fall, you'll hear another video. I'm sure I'll be talking about it quite a bit. So until then, I hope you guys are doing well. And please, leave me some messages. Let me know how this resonates, or even just like, do you walk with the archetype of the shaman? Do you walk with that within you? Is there a shaman with you? Is there the medicine woman? Is the shamana within you? That healer, the alchemist, the weaver? Do you feel that weaving through your body, through your mind, through your soul and beyond? I would love to hear that. So until then, have a beautiful day, guys.